So Beamer boys, here you go. This one's for you. Alpina B7. 2016, 17, 18, I don't know. It's a newer one. I'm not really into the Beamer stuff that much, but Alpina B7 is a pretty big car. As you can tell, it's using every bit of the dyno. We're on the last roller, but we're strapped down. We'll see what kind of muscle this thing can put out. What's your guess? I'd say probably mid-4s. I don't know what they're supposed to make, but let's find out. With 634 torque. So if you guessed anywhere near that, you're right. This has a tune on it, so that's to give you an idea of what these do with a tune. Everything else seems to be pretty stock. I think it has downpipes, and that's about it. So the tires got here. I'm gonna go ahead and have the guys next door at Peter's put them on. There's a Pajero hovercrafting. I always like to see cars like this. I don't know why. They just look weird. They're like floating around. So there's the old stuff. You see the tires coming off. Tran path. So this is what's coming off of it. And this is what's going on. You can see a lot more all-terrainy. Meaty. And we're gonna have some white letters, which is pretty cool. So can't wait to get those on and see what it looks like. Really exciting. Pash is gonna be off-road ready after this, I think. These are 30-inch tires, so not quite 31. I opted for 30. As I discussed before, I wanted to get a little bigger than stock. Stock is 29. The ones that are coming off are like 27. They're wore down a little bit, but they can't be wore down that much. So they were already too small. So this is going to be a considerable increase in gearing, but at the same time, it's going to give me a lot more tractability off-road. So let's see how it goes. All right, tires are on. They're looking good. Nice and meaty. All around, it's not a very aggressive fitment, but it's a fairly aggressive tire, so that was the idea here. Get something that's actually gonna be able to sling some mud and sand. So there's that. Overall, I like the way it's turning out. It's looking pretty decent. I'm gonna take her to a couple of off-road places just to play around a little bit, see what it does, but for the most part, that's where she needs to be. Alternator still on the way. Hopefully it gets here beginning of next week, and I can put that on. Then I won't have to worry about it. Right now, it like works once in a while. It's really annoying, but I don't want to get too far from home. I know this thing will run for hours on the battery, but everything else seems to be working properly. I put a towel on the freaking seat, so you can't see those rips anymore. Haha. But it's cleaning up pretty good. I washed the hood and gave it a little wax, and you can see the paint's actually really decent. So the rest of the truck seems to be about the same. I just got to do the work. You can see the difference, clean versus not clean. So I'm gonna work on it some more. That's a lot of work rubbing this paint out. So once it gets done though, I think this thing's gonna look really good. A lot better than I expected, I'll tell you that. But anyway, Project Pajero Stage 2, the tires. guess is the best way to put it. I wanted to get something kind of aggressive. I didn't want to get anything that was, I mean, I like Swampers, I love them, but they didn't necessarily strike me as the most dependable tire to drive around on. So I am going to drive around on these. I'll give you a full review on how these Kendas work out, but I think they're pretty good. I've heard a lot of people getting into some tough stuff with them and doing pretty well. So Project Pajero, one step closer. I don't know what's next. What do you guys want to see next? I'd like to get the intercooler on it. That's probably going to be A1, my next mission. So I'll be on the hunt. If anyone has a Pajero, I keep saying Pajero, I'm sorry. If anyone has a Pajero intercooler, little top mount doohickey, let me know. I'd like to get it off you, and I can stick it on the project. So let me know, and otherwise I'm going to be searching myself. So the tires are great. It's the next day now. I've been driving around with them. I love them. They're not noisy at all, and they have a nice bite. I didn't really get to go too much off-road yet, but I did get in some sand and just kind of feel them out, and didn't even have to use four-wheel drive for anything. So pretty sweet. I went ahead and just cleaned up the exterior a little bit more, and I detailed some of the stuff on the hubs of the wheels, but other than that, nothing really. So I got rid of all like the stains that were in the paint. It's all pretty clean now, and I just kind of detailed the hubs with a little bit of painting. So nothing crazy, but just something to help clean it up a little bit. So I think it gives it kind of a nice look. But all around, I'm loving this truck. So I wish I had, I guess these aren't the original wheels. I wish I had the original wheels, because the spare is the original and this is a sweet wheel. But regardless, still happy with it. Put the HP Logic banner on the front just to kind of set it off a little more. Let you know who's working on it. And the lights are awesome. So now just waiting. I went ahead, I found an intercooler. So I'm gotta wait for that to get here. It's coming from overseas, so that's gonna take a while. But I'm gonna get the intercooler. It's a factory intercooler for the 4D56, and it'll be mounted somewhere in this area under the hood. So I'm gonna have to cut a hole, and I will get a scoop to just kind of get some air into that area when that comes. But we'll tackle that when it gets here. For now, everything's solid. I'm gonna go get some food now. Okay, so I did one more thing, and I wanted to wait till nighttime to try it out. So here it is. This is a light that I added to the back of the truck. That little light is gonna be hooked up to the reverse light circuit. So when I hit reverse, I should be able to get a pretty good view of everything. So we'll give that a try and see what it does. There you can see, through here you can kind of see what's going on back there. I'm gonna put the key in, turn the reverse light on, and we'll see what it looks like. Oh yeah, nice and bright. So that's the reverse. So right now you can see dark, and it just lights up everything. So nice bright light, good backup light, hooked up to the reverse light circuit, and I should be able to see pretty clearly in the dark now, backing up. So just one last thing. I'm gonna keep finding little things to do to this, obviously, but that to me is a good upgrade, because the reverse lighting is barely existent, honestly, and this will give me a good clear view of what's happening behind me, and I won't have to worry in my shadow. That's pretty sick. I won't have to worry about seeing behind me while I'm backing up. We're ready now.